Are Leverkusen on their way to win a treble? Or will Atalanta win their first ever European trophy? Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a Europa League prediction and, well, just a minor spoiler, Leverkusen is winning. We're all thinking it. But the candidates for the Europa League that are remaining are Marseille, Atalanta, Roma and Leverkusen. Now, Leverkusen does not have to worry about the league anymore. They have already won it. So they will be going to Roma, knowing that the league doesn't matter. They will be playing Roma at their own house, knowing that the league doesn't matter, while Roma has to worry about getting that top 5th spot in Serie A. Atalanta is worrying about getting European football again next season. Leverkusen does not care about that. Marseille, they are not good this season, but somehow they have found their way into a European semi-final. Atalanta has a good chance of getting through against Marseille, so let's talk about them first. Now, Atalanta has a few players that I personally really like. One of them is Kamaka, or Samaka, I don't know how to pronounce his name, sorry. The other is Kopenmeiners, Ederson, not the goalkeeper from Manchester City, as well as Charles de Ketelaere. Now, Charles de Ketelaere is an attacking midfielder kind of striker. He's a really weird hybrid who never really plays in the same position, or really has a real position that he does play in. And now let me just show you my screen, because I will be talking about all of these. Oh, there. That's me twice. There you go. So I will be talking about all these teams. I won't go into depth too much, but this is the team, not this one. This is the team that beat Liverpool. And on that team, the Ketelaere was playing. And you might see the Ketelaere, no assists, no goals. So what's so good about him? Well, I haven't watched much of Atalanta this season, to be honest. But every time the Ketelaere gets the ball, he drives it forwards. He brings it forward. And he has missed a lot of chances, to be fair. But he has also created a lot of chances that led to goals, even though he didn't get the goal or assist. In my opinion, as a Club Brugge fan that saw the Ketelaere play for us, the Ketelaere is being completely misused. He is not a striker, he is not even a winger, he is not even an attacking midfielder. The Ketelaere is a central midfielder. That is my opinion of him. The Ketelaere did not play in the central midfield role for Club Brugge, because we had Ruud Vormer, someone who won 5 league titles with us, carried us through Champions League games. Van Aken, one of the best midfielders in the Belgian league, heck, the best midfielder in the Belgian league, I will say, and Balanta, the best defensive midfielder in the Belgian league. Well, not anymore, but he was back then. So that is why the Ketelaere was pushed onto the wing. However, the Ketelaere is not a winger, and he is not a striker either. He is not even an attacking midfielder. He is a central midfielder, and he is being used wrong. He will get the ball forward. He will get you into dangerous positions. But his final pass and his final shot are not on the level of a striker. That is one of the big problems that Atalanta have. They keep using the Ketelaere as if he is a striker. He isn't. Now, to be fair though, let's look at Ligue 1 with Marseille, because I believe they are the 9th, which is, utterly, 9th. That is terrible. They have only won 10 games this season. They have found their way to the semi-final by beating, I think, Benfica. And they were lucky, because I think they advanced on penalties. This Marseille team is not good. Atalanta has Kopenmeiners, who he will put in that final pass. They have Semenka, who is a dangerous killer in front of goal. Get him in front of goal, give him the ball, he will score. And they have the Keetlaar who will be bringing the ball forward. Atalanta will be attacking a lot. They will be pushing forward a lot. This Marseille team has enjoyed being able to get past a really weak Benfica team. That Benfica team is not good. That Benfica team has struggled to attack. That Benfica team has struggled to create. That Benfica team has conceded many silly goals, to say the least. Marseille will not enjoy the same chances against Atalanta, an Italian team they defend very well, as they did against Benfica. They will also have to worry about an attack that is going to be far more ruthless than they had to worry about against Benfica. There is not a world in which I see this Marseille team sitting in ninth, getting past Atalanta. Yet, before I move on, I do have to say, Marseille have experience in Europe, which does account for something. Many people don't believe that, but then you see results which trash teams beat good teams because they have more experience, and that's all it comes down to. This Marseille team has experience in Europe. This Marseille team, okay, their new coach, new, I think they've had him for 2 years if I'm not mistaken, not doing a great job. There's also something that you have to address in that Marseille have gotten past Benfica, they are here, and they do not have to worry about the league anymore. Yet with all of that said, with all of that addressed, I still do not see a way in which this Marseille team, which is playing utter garbage right now, World League finish in I think 5-6 years, something like that, they are not good. They are very much so not good. And they got lucky that they drew Atalanta, because the other two competitors, in my opinion, would be certain death for Marseille. And that is, of course, Roma and Leverkusen. Now, I will make an entire video about Florian Wirtz, so I won't bother talking about Wirtz too much. I'm gonna make an entire video about him. I love Florian Wirtz. He reminds me of Zinedine Zidane, and not in the way he plays, not at all. I mean in the way he is confident on the ball, just the aura he has. And I watched Zidane. I was lucky enough to get to watch him at the end of his career. For 2 games, like 1.5 game. A semi-final and a final in which he had headbutted someone. But it is just an aura that Zidane had. And I have the same feeling when I watch Florian Wirtz. Now, I'm not saying Wirtz is as good as Zidane, that's not what I'm saying. They're not even the same type of player. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna do an entire video about Wirtz. Let's not talk about him too much. All I can say is, Wirtz alone is worth more than this entire Roma team. Wirtz alone is better than this entire Roma team. Leverkusen have more players than just Wirtz. They have a killer striker. They have Granit Xhaka, who has been great since he came to Leverkusen. They have Xabi Alonso, who is doing a terrific job. Still invincible at the moment, in all competitions, not just the league. This Leverkusen team, they're gonna beat Roma. I don't see another way about it. But Roma have Lukaku. And Lukaku, yeah, there are a lot of memes about him. Ha ha ha, he missed a few sitters in the Croatia, yes it was Croatia, in the Croatia game in the World Cup. And he cost entered in the Champions League final. All of that is true. And Lukaku still gets a bunch of goals in less important games. Lukaku can show up if he wants to. If Lukaku wants to, he can score a goal out of nowhere. He can draw an assist out of thin air. He can shoot from outside of the box and score a banger. Lukaku has all of those qualities, and Lukaku is certainly not the only one on that Roma team that is good. But how can Roma expect to get past Leverkusen without Lukaku being at his finest? I don't know how. Leverkusen is that good. Leverkusen is the best team in Europe. If they were in the Champions League, they would be my second favorite behind Real Madrid, because Real Madrid is always favorite. That is how good this Leverkusen team is. So I don't see a world where Roma can have a single player not playing at their best and get past Leverkusen. But even if Lukaku plays at his best, scores a goal out of nowhere, draws an assist out of thin air, over 2 legs, I still think Leverkusen is going to batter them. Florian Wirtz is going to draw a few assists, he's going to shoot from outside the box and score, Boniface is going to score a few goals. You just can't beat this Leverkusen team. If they need a goal, they score a goal. That's why they have lost 0 all season long. And I don't see Roma changing that. Now, can Roma hold on for 2 draws and maybe get through on penalties? No, they can't. There's no way that Leverkusen don't score in this game. Either Roma have to outscore Leverkusen, which they can only do by attacking. And if you attack, Leverkusen is going to be able to attack back more. Or you have to sit tight, defend tight, and hope for a draw. And if you do that, Leverkusen isn't going to give you enough space to counter-attack, because they don't need to have all their players forward to attack. They will just give the ball to Florian Wirtz, they'll lob the ball over, they'll score. And I talk about Florian Wirtz constantly, even though I said I won't. But Wirtz isn't the only player in that team with that kind of quality. There is no way that I envision that Roma beat Leverkusen. So for the Roma-Leverkusen game, I predict Roma is going to put up a fight at their own house, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Then they return to Germany, and well, yeah, it's going to be a massacre. I predict 3-0, so 4-1 on aggregate. Atalanta-Marseille, that's more interesting. I predict Kopenhagen and Simanka to score for Atalanta, and Atalanta to advance in 2-0 over 2 legs. Then, the grand final. Atalanta against Leverkusen. These are the 2 favorites for me. Because, okay, yeah, Roma might technically be better than Atalanta, but there's no way they are reaching the final. And the final, that is 1 game. 1 game. Everything can happen in 1 game. I think Leverkusen wins the final. But it would not surprise me if the Ketelaar or Simanka or Kopenhagen or even Ederson or one of the defenders finds a lucky goal and beats Leverkusen to the treble. That said, if I have to make a prediction and bet money on it, I would say Leverkusen in the final 3-1 over Atalanta. Leverkusen are treble winners. Congratulations. Now, this was a shorter video again because these are my European predictions. There's not much to talk about, let's be honest. I just talk about European football, I guess. Now, I am bringing a bit more videos about Manchester City again. So if you want to see that, like and subscribe to my channel and stick around. Until then, tell me what you think about Europa League in the comments, and bye.